obviously a great career, but even our man Chris Broussard points out in his career, he's blown a lot of big leads in the playoffs. And it started last year when he was the Clippers coach. And in the three closeout games against Denver, they're up 3-1. And he blows, or his team blew, a 16-point lead, 19-point lead.
What's up with y'all? As you see, typical morning, chilling, Friday, Juma day, blessed day. And tonight, the Philadelphia 76ers have a game 6 in Atlanta with the Hawks. Well, we're going to talk about it. Listen, Atlanta. First thing, man. Shout out to the Hawks. Good job, man. Good job. Y'all took games 4 and 5. I'm up here tripping, right? Took games 4 and 5. Good job. I ain't going to hate none of that. I'm not going to not give you credit. I'm not going to sit here and say that, the Sixers just gave it to you. None of that. No. Y'all won. Fair and square. It's a 48-minute game, not a 24-minute game. Not a 30-minute game. Basketball is 48 minutes. And y'all went 48 minutes. Went hard, handled your business. But guess what? It's 3-2 now, Hawks. So that means, where's the pressure? Pressure's on y'all. Pressure's on Trae Young. Pressure's on Collins. Pressure's on Bogdanovich. Gallinari, Herter. Lou. Pressure's on y'all right now. So, hey, even though the Sixers are 3.5-point favorites still, backs against the wall. Pressure's on y'all. Because now, hey, look, y'all lose. Got another game. It's going to be in the back of your players' minds. If y'all lose, you got another game. Even though it's being Philly, hostile environment, hey, you won there before. So the mentality of the Hawks is key. Nate McMillan preparing them with the mentality that they need is key. He need to have it in their mind, this is a must-win. They don't need to be thinking like they got another game, but human nature sets in. And they know they got another game. Whereas the Sixers back against the wall. Ben Simmons back against the wall. Joel Embiid back against the wall. Tobias Harris back against the wall. So what's going to happen tonight? Let me break this down. Based off of what I've seen and based off of what I know from my team and what I can gather from how the Hawks are. Sixers going to go out to an early lead in the game. And this is honestly because starting 5 versus starting 5. Sixers A game versus Hawks A game. It's always going to lead to a Sixers lead. I'm telling you. That's what I realized. Sixers come out with the A game and Embiid on point in the paint, getting his stuff. Tobias getting his. Seth Curry doing his thing. Sixers A game versus Hawks A game equals Sixers up 10, 15 points. Anyone just with any type of honesty can see that that's the case. So the Sixers will get out to an early lead in this game. Just desperation, especially when you put desperation on top of it. Back against the wall, embarrassment, the whole world talking about how the Sixers are just chokers, sloppy, Doc can't coach, he's no different than Brett Brown and all that type of stuff. That's going to lead to the Sixers being in an early lead. Will probably be up at halftime. Second half, though, what happens? This is where Now the Sixers gut check comes in. Do y'all have the fitness? Does your bench come out and match the Hawks bench? Hawks got two guys coming off the bench who you kind of know what they're gonna bring. Gallinari comes off the bench. I don't think he starts, right? Gallinari typically comes off the bench. Lou Williams comes off the bench. So what is it that we need? We need games from Dwight Howard to come off the bench. We need Dwight Howard to be an animal off the bench. Shake Milton, is he going to go to be the guy that Doc goes with? Or is Doc going to go with Tyrese Maxey, who really hasn't shown us that much in this particular series? Sixers fans know what he can do as we've seen him throughout the year, but hasn't shown us much in this particular series, and Doc doesn't seem to have a lot of faith in him, giving him the rookie treatment. You know how that is. Joel Embiid, how's your fitness, bro? How's your fitness, man? In the fourth quarter, are you going to do what you do in the first quarter? In the first quarter, you're going to dominate Clint Capella. Clint Capella is nothing compared to you. Anybody honest knows that. He's nothing. He's like a paperweight. Move out the way. But in the fourth quarter, is that going to be the case? Are you going to have the fitness, or are you going to just dig deep and suck it up? What about Doc's rotation? Is he going to go 9 deep with that? Or is he going to shorten it? I'm thinking he'll probably shorten it because right now it's desperation time. So Tobias, you probably going to be doing it in excess of 40 minutes. Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons. I think you need to understand, and he needs to understand, because he probably never see this, but for those listening, I think he needs to understand that this is a career moment for you. Let me say this again. I think Ben Simmons needs to understand clearly that this right here is a career defining and a career setting and a career deciding moment for you, for him. Sixers go out losing to the Atlanta Hawks tonight with the type of series you had, where you're shooting 30-some% from not the three-point line, but from the foul line. Free throws, no defense, just you shooting 34-some%. Where you gave us 8 points last game, only had one game with a respectable 18. I think you understand what this means, Ben. You don't bring it today, and this team don't win today, I think your ass is gone. Just saw that Kemba Walker was just traded to OKC this morning, about an hour ago, found out. They trading players. They getting them out of here. I heard Ben Simmons actually cried when he heard early in the year that we were going to trade him and Matisse for James Harden. So you should know they will trade you. You're not a staple here. You're not a guy that just can't be traded. The Philadelphia 76ers organization led by Elton Brand, Daryl Morey, and Doc Rivers will trade your ass. That should really be here somewhere when you're playing tonight. I could be traded. That's really what I need you thinking about as you go out there and play against these little ass guys who shouldn't be able to stick you, shouldn't be able to stop you from getting to the paint. You can't shoot, we know that. You don't need to shoot, except for when it's the right basketball play. But I'll get into that some other time. But what you do need to do is understand that there's nobody out there that should be able to stop you from scoring. Whether it's layups, whether it's back to the basket, little hooks, little stupid hook that you got. All that shit need to be on point tonight. And if they do the hack of Ben, you better at least shoot 60%. I think you understand that. So I shouldn't have to talk much to you about that. Tobias. You know what? A lot of people are hard on Tobias, and they should be. Just concerning the last game, he gave us 4 points. You know that's not good, especially against a team without guys that have without with a team that hasn't demonstrated an ability to stick you. But you know what? I really expect anywhere between 25 and 30 points for Tobias tonight. Honestly, to be real, I don't believe the Hawks have anybody that can stop him. But overall, what this is going to boil down to is fourth quarter execution. The reason we have bad fourth quarter execution and the reason teams come back on us, and it's really the cause for another video because it's a whole discussion, is because the Sixers don't have a point guard, a starting point guard. That's really the reason. You ever watch Chris Paul play, Magic Johnson, Gary Payton, Jason Kidd? They have an ability to slow down the tempo and stop runs by getting timely buckets or making timely passes, setting up guys for timely buckets. Even LeBron James demonstrated that last year when he played the point. That's the reason they do these comebacks on us. But tonight I expect Doc to make some adjustments. Maybe run Maxey a little bit too, because at this point it's almost like F it. Right? Back against the wall. This is where heart comes out. And honestly, I'm interested in seeing what happens because this shows me what type of team you are. Right now, in my mind, you're not a championship team. Beating the Hawks honestly doesn't impress me anyway. It really doesn't. This is what I expected. And you just made it harder, so you're a little down a notch on me. I'm not the person that believes that, a team that comes back from 3-1 and all of that is more impressive than a team that sweeps somebody. I like dominance. So, like, for example, the LeBron James, Michael Jordan thing, people are like, LeBron is the only one to come from down 3-1. Well, I say Michael Jordan was never down 3-1. That's more impressive to me. That's the way I think. But, whatever. Back to the Sixers. You do it. It just show me you got some kind of heart. At least that when your back is against the wall, you give your best. But what I want to see is 48 minutes of the best Sixers A-game ball. And if that happens, Hawks can't stop us. But, as always, we'll see. Sixers win tonight. Score 127-105.